Well, good evening. Welcome to Space Oddities. How is everybody? Glad you're all okay, hopefully. And thank you for joining us this evening. In fact, you join us for two Space Oddities shows tonight. This one, the usual Tuesday live stream. But a bit later, we hope to bring you the live coverage of the GoU weather satellite on a Falcon Heavy rocket. At the moment, it's not looking brilliantly possible because there's a lot of lightning around. So we'll wait and see what happens. And obviously, if we can bring you the live coverage, we will.
Actually, that's perfect, Andy, because the GoU has a lightning mapper on it.
Yeah.
So I can print it out right on the launch pad.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
That's fine.
Yeah. Did you hear the? Sorry, Andy. I was just talking about the lightning mapper. They were talking about that huge lightning bolt that stretched hundreds of miles across America towards New York. And it touched down in about 15 odd places, but it's the longest they've ever seen. It was just one huge bolt, and it was touching down in different places. Anyway, more of that later.
Yeah. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. So if you can join us later for the live coverage of the GoU NOAA satellite, that'd be fantastic. We're scheduling that for 21:45 UK time. We'll be going live again after this show. And if you look at our channel, you will see the live stream there that you can just click on. So hope everybody's had a great week. It's been quite an eventful week in space one way or another. We'll be talking about that in the news a little later. I'd like to welcome this evening Daz, as always, and Roger and Michael and Lou. Everybody okay, guys?
Yeah. Struggling on. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting my ribs back in place after Lou's fantastic joke. So yeah.
Right. Okay. I missed that. So
moving right.
You didn't miss nothing. You didn't miss.
All right.
It lost a lot in translation.
Yeah.
Yes. Certainly.
So we'd like to say thank you to our audience because this week Space Oddities reached a total of 80,000 views on our Facebook channel. So we're very happy about that. So thank you to all of you for sticking with us and watching Space Oddities live streams and videos. And we hope you will continue to do so. So as always, for those of you who might be new here, which you are welcome, of course, we have the usual Space Oddities merchandise to tell you about. You can buy Space Oddities t-shirts and hoodies, and all of the merchandise can be found on the Space Oddities shop. And there's the QR code to scan if you want to go and have a look at our merchandise. And t-shirts are £20, including UK postage and packing. Hoodies are £40, including UK postage and packing. And if you're outside the UK, please add £10 to the total value of your order to cover being outside the UK. So there you are. You should have also...
Does that include the US?
Sorry?
Does that include the US?
Is the US outside the UK?
It is.
How's geography?
You can do that for $10?
Yes, indeed.
All right.
So there we are. So you should have just seen a link pop up in the chat as well. So this is, of course, the season for wearing t-shirts. And in the evenings, when it gets a little cooler, you can wear proudly Space Oddities hoodies as well. And we hope to be adding to that merchandise range before too long. And we will, of course, keep you posted with all of that. But for now, thank you very much, those of you who have bought some Space Oddities merchandise. All the money, of course, goes into keeping the show on the road, as it were. So let's move on then. And in time-honored fashion, we'll go straight over to the man who knows absolutely, literally everything about what's in the night sky. So, Roger, what's going on this week?
Well, let's have a look and see. Right, okay. Ooh, you need to go. Right, okay. So here we go for the 25th to the 1st of July. Wow. Halfway through the year.
Yeah.
So we've got a waning moon through to the through the third quarter and onwards through next week. So weather forecast is not looking too bad for some clearing skies this week. This was the moon that I took at 2 o'clock this morning. And
Fantastic.
the solar activities for today we have here. And we've got some old friends back again, which was 3664, which is now 3927, I believe. So we've got the white light on the left and the hydrogen alpha on the right. And
it's on its third circuit of the sun.
It's on its third orbit round, yes. So
yes, it's 3723, and it's been 3697 and 3664. So it's his third time around. Yeah.
Why don't they just keep the same numbers?
It'd be confusing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, so through the night sky through this week, we've got the summer triangle dominating the southern horizon, and Pegasus and Andromeda Galaxy now coming up again. And we've got the galactic core down in the middle. So great time at the moment for doing any Milky Way shots. And of course, we've got noctilucent clouds available to see, which have been visible through the last week or so. But I was out last night and was unable the previous night to get anything because it was cloudy. But I went out on the off chance that there was anything going on last night, and there was bugger all. So never mind. Typical. But in the hours of the morning, we've got Saturn coming up through, followed by Mars, Uranus, and Jupiter. And then trailing behind after the Sun, we've got Mercury and Venus. So that should be good. But people are managing to image Saturn at about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And obviously with the rings almost edge on this year, it's not so popular for imaging, but anyone who first sees it might be a bit disappointed that they can't really see the rings very much, but that's how it is. But we've still locating comet Obers, which is now trading through Lynx and under Ursa Major, but obviously we've still got the problem of the lack of darkness for seeing them properly. But if anyone does have an opportunity, then take it. The brightness is leveling out now, but it's just above naked eye visibility. But obviously with the brightness of the sky, that could be a bit more of a challenge. And obviously we got comet Schunnischen Atlas, which is coming out from Virgo and heading on towards Sextans, which it's still progressing with a tail getting longer and longer, and hopefully in the early autumn we will get to hopefully have something to see for everyone, even naked eye visibility. But slowly progressing with the brightness on that. And we do have some images from the web again this week. And this time we've got some interesting surveys of the Serpens Nebula. And as you can see over towards the right, we've got a lot of sort of like gaseous flaring and stuff on the go. Some quite fascinating studies of those objects.
Yeah, it seems to be lots of star forming going on there, doesn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like hot flames being blasted away there with the colour schemes that they've selected. But it's fascinating to see how these things are. We have got a few gallery subjects again this week. I will just post this one, which was from earlier in the week, where we have and that just shows you the last of the groups of the big ones just before they went off the western limb there.
Yeah, it's been really funny because it's been quiet. They've been fairly quiet all the way across, and then as soon as they get to the western limb, they've all been firing off. And because one of those is 3712, and that's been going absolutely manic the last few days. But it's all directed away from us.
Yeah, never mind. So, one from Andy Weller of the Saturn region. and that was
Saturn.
3 hours of sulfur, hydrogen, and alpha. And this is what he's got.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool.
And this was with the ASI 1600 mm, which is in camera age, it's quite a vintage camera, but it has proved very well. And